So, hi guys! Ngayon, I'm in my lunch break. Ine-enjoy ko lang siya. No? Usually pag lunch break, usually pag break kahit nasa office ako, gusto ko yung parang may tinitignan ako na magandang view. Pag tinitignan ko to, naisip ko, ang ganda rin ng city eh. Kayo ba? Pag tanungin kayo, ano sa tingin ninyo yung pinakamagandang or pinaka-importanting infrastructure sa isang city? Diba? Nakita nyo, maraming buildings yan. That's Makati side. Itong side na to, na baka hindi nyo nakikita, this one's BGC side. Tapos nakikita ko rin yung EDSA here, at saka yung bridge papuntang BGC. So baka yan, that's BGC side. Ito yung bridge papuntang BGC, then Makati, and then yan. That's EDSA, di ba? Kita siya from BGC here. So baka meron sa inyo iniisip, yan, yung buildings na yan, those are very important. And then yung bridges na yan, the roads, those are very important. And tama kayo for me, pero para sa akin, may ibang mas importante right now. Hi, I'm Jen and this is Sustainably Ambitious. This is a channel where we try to explore yung mga sustainable development goals and discuss them in such a way na we understand how they affect our daily lives. Just for awareness and maintindihan natin kung ano-ano ba itong mga goals na to and why do we need to achieve them by 2030. Say, quick context ulit, Sustainable Development Goals, these are the 17 development goals na pinag-agrihan ng mga world leaders natin back in 2015 and sinabi nila na if we're able to achieve these goals by 2030, we will have a better planet, a better world to live in. So, for today's episode, pag-uusapan natin SDG number 9 or the SDG that talks about industries, infrastructures, and innovation. Yan, pakita ko lang sa inyo, no? This is my regular work from home setup. I have here my office phone, I have here my digital notebook for notes, and I have my laptop, my extended screen, syempre yung evergirly natin na, na keyboard and mouse, and then my personal laptop always ready dito, just in case I need it. This one's gifted by my husband. Ito, lahat sila. So, basically, yung office workstation ko, my husband made sure na comfortable yung area for me kapag mag-work from home ako. Why am I sharing these with you? Kasi for me ngayon, ang pinaka-importanting infrastructure natin is internet connectivity. Imagine, meron tayong opportunity ngayon to work from home, to do chores, house chores, habang nagtatrabaho ka and to do other errands kapag break time mo sa trabaho mo, di ba? A few years ago, siguro, I think this was only explored nung nangyari yung pandemic. Most of the employers realized na, pwede naman pala tayong magpa-work from home sa mga empleyado. No? And I'm very grateful for those employers na tinuloy-tuloy pa rin nila or nagtuloy pa rin sila ng a few days na pwede mag-work from home para sa mga employees nila. Kasi back then, nung hindi pa na-explore itong work from home, we relied on yung roads and yung transportation system natin, di ba? Kailangan nating makipagsapalaran sa MRT, LRT, jeep, taxi, Grab na mahal para makapunta sa office, lalo kapag masama yung panahon. Ngayon, if those things happen, pwede ba to work from home, ganyan. So, be thankful din dun sa mga employers ninyo na pumapayag pa mag-work from. By the way, dun sa mga nagsasabi na, Jen, nakapajama ka, bakit parang freshen up ka naman dyan. Siyempre, pagka nagbe-video tayo, mag-freshen up naman tayo ng konti. And because naka-work from home ako, most of the time, pag may meetings, magpapa-on ng camera, kahit nakapajama, sinusubukan nating magayos para pag nagpa-on ng camera, ready tayo. Lagi ipakita yung sarili natin, diba? Kagaya ng sinabi ko kanina, diba? Pag break time mo, pwede kang gumawa ng sarili mong errand. So, kaya ako to naisip gawin today kasi very, very timely na nagkaroon ako ng problema sa home loan ko. So, yung current bank ko, hindi ko na gusto kung how they manage my home loan and how they treat me as a client. So, ginawa ko, pa-take out ako ng loan, take out yata yung tawag doon. So, I coordinated with another bank. All of those nagawa ko na nandito lang ako sa bahay. Dito lang ako sa condo. So, meron akong mga natawagan, nakausap, and moving na siya. Unlike nung mga years ago na either mag-leave ka para magawa mo yon sa bank or ano ba yun, early time out ka para umabot ka pa dun sa banking hours. Ngayon, kapag break mo, kaya mo na siyang gawin, hindi mo na kailangan pumunta sa bank branch para makipag-usap, diba? So, I am very happy sa ganitong sa infrastructure na nagpo-provide sa atin ng connectivity. So, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. And we're done. Happy Friday, guys. Log out na tayo. So, happy Friday na. So, we have time again para sumilip sa magandang view. Yan. Ganda, di ba? Look at that. So, going back dun sa tanong ko na when we speak of infrastructure, feeling ko ang dami magsasabi na yan, buildings, roads, yan, bridge, di ba? Yan yung mga infrastructure na top of mind lagi. Pero nowadays kasi feeling ko ang pinaka-importante infrastructure is something na hindi natin nakikita pero kailangan natin. Like yung internet. Diba? Hindi naman ako makakapag-work from home the entire day-to-day kung walang internet. Mobile network natin kasi it keeps us connected sa loved ones natin. And then yung mga digital systems, kaya ng banking digital system, kasi hindi ko magagawa yung home loan coordination ko kung wala yun. Those invisible infrastructure, sila yung parang no road natin ngayon to opportunity. Diba? Naisip niyo ba yun? Dati meron lang tayong transportation system na iniisip as the infrastructure, pero ngayon meron na yan internet for connectivity, digital connectivity. I think ang pinaka-problem lang, even though meron na tayo nun ngayon, marami na tayong ganyang mga innovation, is that hindi pa rin lahat may access dyan sa invisible road na pinag-usapan natin or dyan sa mga invisible infrastructure na yan. For some people, kapag mabagal ang internet mo, parang AFK ka lang sa mobile game mo. Yan, cancer ka sa laro. Diba? But for some, siguro, for a lot of us, kapag mahina yung internet mo or wala kang connection, hindi ka makaka-attend ng online class. Hindi ka makaka-attend ng online meeting or meron kang business opportunity na hindi ma-attendan. So parang kapag mahina yung internet connection mo, it's really an opportunity lost for you. Diba? Or kung wala kang internet connectivity, pwedeng hindi ka magkaroon ng emergency healthcare agad-agad. Or hindi ka magkaroon ng access to government services. Yung mga ganong bagay. So, yung lack of access dun sa mga infrastructure na yun, it still creates a divide. Diba? So, parang you will still think na where you live or where you were born into still shape or still influence yung opportunity na meron ka. And that's sad. So I think si SDG 9, it's not really just about building bigger buildings or building bridges, building roads. It's really about building infrastructure na makakatulong sa mga tao na makasali sa everyday activities natin dito sa mundo, 'di ba? Like kaya parang yung sinasabi nila na blank, blank, blank at your fingertips. Kasi parang ang sinasabi nila, kaya mo na itong gawin kahit nasan ka. So, feeling ko yun na yung magiging takbo ng mundo natin ngayon. Pero sana lang, when we think of infrastructure, we create talaga yung opportunity para sa mga tao na makasali. Hindi, yung tipo ng innovation na talagang inclusive, na mag-aalaw sa mga tao na makasali sa everyday activities. Para yung parang hindi ka na-OOP, hindi ka na, wala kang nami-miss out. Ganyan. Sana when we build infrastructure, yung mga innovation na naiisip natin, mas magiging inclusive siya and hindi yung nagka-create ng bigger divide sa mga tao na may access doon versus yung mga tao na walang access doon. Wala lang. Naisip ko lang. So anyway, again, I am Jael and this has been Sustainably Ambitious. So if this video resonated with you, I hope you will subscribe to this channel because we still have 6 more sustainable development goals to discuss and to explain kung paano ba yun nakaka-apekto ng buhay natin every day. So I hope to see you again next week. Thank you for joining. Bye!